Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second episode of FanCast. Today we've got Jordan Newcombe, who is a regular on the FanCast React. How are you doing? All right?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, mate. You?
Excellent, excellent. I thought I'd get you on here. We've had somebody slightly older, now we'll get somebody quite young.
Yeah.
Do you mind asking how old are you?
I'm 18.
18, still young. I wish I was 18 again. They were the days, I tell you.
Yep.
But anyway, thanks for coming on, Jordan, mate. I've got some
problem.
questions here I'm going to ask you, the same as we did on the first episode.
Yep.
So, first of all, would you introduce yourself a little bit? Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing on YouTube at the moment.
Well, obviously, I'm still living at home. So, I thought YouTube would have been something to do while, I study at college and school. And it's been decent. And I just started as a hobby, really.
Yeah. Was there anybody in particular that sort of inspired you? Is anybody you watch on YouTube that you like?
It was more of for gaming wise, it was like KSI and Road to Show and all of that. But moving into the football, it's like Jam Sani, The Mad Mistake, and just people like that, really.
Yeah. There's quite a few good ones out there now, isn't there? I remember I used to watch the True Geordie when I first started doing videos quite a while ago, and that I think he's brilliant. I know he's a black and white, but I think he's really entertaining. So, but I
listen to his I listen to his podcast sometimes, like.
Oh, the podcasts, Some of his podcasts have been brilliant. He's had some good guests on as well, hasn't he? So, how are you finding YouTube? Are you finding it? Is it difficult, or are you sort of quite confident with it?
Obviously, with the age I am, it's fun, but it's obviously to get the equipment and stuff like that. Obviously, I need to get a job and sort of get the right equipment, but it's decent.
Yeah. It's probably the worst time in the world to start getting a job as well.
Yeah.
You'll get there, I'm sure you will. Anyway, so what made you take part in the Fans React channel as well? Was there anything in particular made you get involved with
that? Well, I was thinking about doing podcasts with my friend, but that would have been most of random stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously is what they are, but with watching your channel as well, heard that you're doing it about the club, I'd jump on and give my opinions and stuff.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate you coming on anyway. So, how long have you been a Sunderland fan, Jordan?
2006.
Yes, it's been. So you were what, 14? You see what, 4 or 5?
I honestly don't know. I'm 19 this year in December, so.
Can you remember the game you went to or not?
It was the Barnsley match, I think. We won 2-1. I went with me granddad and me cousin.
Oh well, you've got good memory. So how long? So you've been a Sunderland fan for about 14 years now. It's quite a while.
Yeah.
So, a lot of what's gone on in the past. Why do you think we've ended up down here in League One, mate?
No clue. Obviously we've had runs in different leagues, throughout the year. Won titles, won some cups. I think just with the management of, I think it was David Moyes in the Prem, I think, for a season. I don't think he was the manager to keep it up. And with Simon Grayson in the Championship, he was confident at the start, but I don't think he was the manager to at least keep it in or get it back up.
Yeah. So you think it's mainly the managers? I think a lot of people are suggesting the owners weren't doing their part or the players weren't pulling the weight, but you would say the managers mainly, or?
I think in the Championship, the Ellis Short had as well.
Sorry about that. My flags just fell down behind us.
In the Championship, I think Ellis Short had a big part because he didn't give him enough money to get players in. We had to get Fletcher on loan, who wasn't confident up top.
Yeah.
We had just loads of loans and
panic buys and things like that.
Yeah, with Johnny Williams always being injured, it wasn't the right call.
Yeah.
Should have given him at least a bit more help.
Yeah, I totally agree. So what do you think of the season so far anyway? I know we've got 4 games in now, so how do you rate it?
If it's out of 10, I'd say about 5. That's with the draw and some mistakes by Burge.
Yeah. A lot of people would say it was harsh giving a 5 when you consider in any league game we haven't been beat yet, and we've had 3 clean sheets. But I think a lot of fans are feeling the same way. They're still quite disappointed with the way we're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the strikers aren't actually striking, which doesn't help either.
Nah, it's like the thing that which the fans don't like is the ball getting hoofed. Because it just doesn't work. It might get one of our players, but we'll just lose it.
Yeah, it is so frustrating. I'd say about 9 times out of 10, it just get headed back the other direction, doesn't it? So, yeah, I totally agree. It's
either in there or out for a throw-in, and it's just not our ball.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think Parkinson's doing a good job with what he's got, or do you think he could do what could he do better?
Definitely bringing a good striker. Mm-hmm. Obviously he's brought Graham in. Done well in the not pre-season. In one of I think it was a cup game.
Yeah.
Definitely should start some like Jack Diamond, Dan Neil. And I think he should give Greg a go up top, like a start.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think Greg up there with O'Brien, but he needs to give them a good 4 or 5 games. Whoever he does decide needs to give them at least 4 or 5 games, because I think chopping and changing it every week, they're just not going to gel, are they? So
it's like last season we had like McGeady and I think it was Greg up top, but that was like the style we played.
Yeah, definitely.
But Greg had more of the chances then than Wyke, but Wyke still played.
What is it with Wyke? I mean, what does he say that we're not seeing? Do you think it's something on the training ground, or do you just not have a clue?
I think they perform good on the training ground, but when it comes to games, I feel like with how many times we've been in this league, I think it's getting to them.
Yeah.
I think it's more pressure for them, thinking he expects us to bang goals in.
Yeah.
Because White last season, I'm not going to say he's been on fire, but he was getting goals.
Yeah. He's
definitely neither with Greg.
Yeah, he's definitely not been on. None of them's been on fire really, have they? I still would like to see a striker come in, but apparently he's not after one. Is there anything that you would like to see come in other than a striker?
I would say a defender, but we've just got that one that I can't pronounce. But
yeah.
I mean, we could get another defender in because Morgan Feeney's injured.
Yeah, we need a left back or something like that, really, don't we?
I think we've only got that Taylor lad and for Hume, but that's about it. So I'd say another defender, and maybe another midfielder.
Yeah, creative midfielder, someone with a bit pace up front. I think definitely the scouting seems quite good when he comes on. I think, but a lot of people still don't like him. So I don't know what's going to happen with that one. But yeah, overall, I think, personally, I think we're having an all right season. I could understand why you give him 5 out of 10, maybe even a 6 at a push. Anyway, what's the next question? Let's have a look here. I've lost my place. Sorry.
It's all right.
Right, so we've got 3 games coming up after. Well, on the 17th is our next one, which is Swindon. We've got Swindon. We've got Crewe, and we've got somebody else. I can't remember who it was now. I did have it on here. Yeah, but anyway, out of the next 3 games, how many points do you think we should get to sort of be in a good position and pushing for staying in that top bracket?
I think with Swindon being up there at the minute, obviously it's going to be I think that's going to be a good game.
Yeah, sorry, it's Swindon, Crewe and Portsmouth it was, so that's the next 3. We've got them all in the space of a week as well, so it's Saturday, Tuesday and the Saturday, so potential 9 points in a week. Do you think we'll get that?
The Swindon game, I'd say we could get a draw, but a win would be brilliant. Crewe, I think would come home with 3 points.
Yeah, we are playing at home as well there, so that's.
Well, that's even better.
Yeah.
Portsmouth, I think we're all going to win it, but I think it's going to be a dirty game.
Yeah,
it always has been between the 2 clubs.
Yeah,
with flares getting thrown or arguments on the pitch.
Yeah. They are a good team, though. I expect them to be up there. Yeah. And they haven't had a fantastic start, I don't think. But yeah.
No, I think they're in the bottom 15, I think, at the minute.
Yeah, I think so. They are down there. I mean, some people say with games are happy with the points. I think any team in this league we are more than capable of beating. So I suppose if you have a poor performance and you get a draw, then you can say, I'll accept the point. But to be honest with you, I'm just never ever happy with a point. For me, we should be at least aiming for 3 points on every game, even though it's not possible. But yeah,
we need to get them chances.
Yeah, definitely, totally agree. So, Jordan, have you got a worst moment being a Sunderland fan and a favourite moment being a Sunderland fan?
The worst ones against Charlton playoff.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I couldn't go to the game, but I was at the stadium.
Yeah.
Watch it with the fans in the bar. Come home crying, sadly, but
yeah,
that's the worst thing.
Yeah. You'll not remember the first time they did it to us because I don't think you'd have even been born. I don't think, but yeah.
But I know what happened that day.
Yeah. If we ever end up in Wembley against these guys again, I definitely don't think I'll go. I just don't know if I could put myself through it.
I don't want to go back to Wembley. It's a bad habit.
Yeah. Well, since 1973, we haven't won. I think we've been 6 times. So, yeah, it's not our favourite place, is it?
Not one bit.
So that's your worst moment. Have you got a favourite?
I'd say it's either going to the Checkatrade Trophy final, where we did lose sadly, or it's the 3-2 win against Chelsea with Barini and Defoe's goal.
Yes,
I think it was 3-2. The Bradley game when he came to the stadium.
Yeah, definitely. I was at the Checkatrade as well. That was the first time I'd been to Wembley, and I thought stadium's amazing. Wasn't it? The stadium, the atmosphere was amazing. I thought people were saying that we weren't as noisy as Portsmouth, but from where I was, it sounded fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was up top. It was loud, very loud.
Yeah. It was a good day out, regardless, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, it's like I said to myself before I left. I know it's a trophy, and it would have been good to come home with that, but it's still a good experience to go if it's your first time.
Yeah, definitely. There's not a lot of fans that actually get to go there, so it is a bit of a privilege, I think. So that's 2 good moments. So, what's your favourite Sunderland player at the moment, and have you got one that beats them prior as well? So, a past one and a current one.
I'd say a past one. I've got 2, which is Defoe and Phillips.
Yeah.
This now I'd say has to be Maguire. Has to be.
Yeah. Maguire is a fantastic player. I'm always torn between if I'm asked to see the Maguire or 09. I think 09 is brilliant as well. He's got such a nice character as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad thing about him.
Yeah.
Whether he didn't retaliate against Portsmouth when he got kicked or nothing, so I don't see one bad bone in him.
Yeah, definitely. I was tweeting today about when you talk about Defoe and Phillips. It's been going around on Twitter today showing you Defoe's goal against Newcastle where he volleyed it into the top right corner. And I never get sick of watching it. I absolutely love it. And for me, I think that was my ever best moment. It's just amazing feeling when he pulled that off. And you could hear in the crowd how much it meant to everybody. But people were saying Phillips's goal in the rain against Newcastle as well. To me, that's number 2, but both absolutely fantastic. And I can say why. Can you remember Phillips playing? You must have been quite young.
I was young watching it, but I can't remember a cent from ages ago. I think from around when Darren Bent came to the club, that's when I can remember games.
Yeah.
Like the beach ball goal. That's a that's a funny goal in the club.
Yeah.
A one I'll never forget because it was so funny, but yet lucky that it got allowed.
Yeah, definitely, because it shouldn't have really been allowed, should it?
Nah, it got hit on the beach ball about 10 minutes in.
Yeah, I love the replay of the little kid chucking it on the pitch, kids happy laughing away, and then everybody's staring at him, giving him the daggers after it went in. That must have been totally embarrassing. I'm surprised you guys ever lived that down, to be honest. But
I mean, you can say that he helped the goal, but not for his team.
Yeah. If it worked every time, I'd be chucking it on every game. You know what I mean? Probably
100%.
scored. The ball would score more goals than Wyke anyway. So. Right. So let's have a look. What's next? Have you got any other sports? Any other teams that you're interested in, or do you watch Formula One?
Not really. I used to like Chelsea and Manchester United, but that was when I was like younger. Like I used to like watching like Torres play and Ibra when he was at United, but not anymore.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, so let's have a look here. We've got another question. If you were in charge of the club, Jordan, right? You're a multi-billionaire Texan or an Arab, wherever you come from. What are you going to spend the money on? What are you going to do differently, and how are you going to get us back to where we belong?
I wasn't expecting that. Well, I'd spend on getting more better players in.
Yeah.
Definitely helping out the manager and stuff. And I'd just make sure that everything's on track. So everything's on track. We'll get the players in, and we'll get to where we need to be.
Yeah, definitely. I think investing in the youth a bit more as well would be a good thing. I mean, we've got Jack Diamond and Dan Neil and that coming through, but unless you play them, I don't see the point.
The youth, as if they're not playing.
Yeah. Jack Diamond looked good, I thought, in the last game.
Yeah, he scored a screamer last night. Like, to be fair.
Yeah. I think he deserves a chance anyway. So
he's usually on the bench sometimes, but he just doesn't get that chance.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Parkinson. Whether he's stubborn and he wants to stick with this. It's the same with changing Grigg for Wyke. Like, why pick Wyke over Grigg when Wyke's doing nothing? I just don't know whether I said it in the last one. I don't know whether Wyke's got blackmailing him or something. I don't know. There's something not right, is there?
Like, I know Grigg looks better this season, at least from pre-season.
Yeah.
So he should at least be giving him a chance than just like 5-10 minutes before the end.
Yeah, definitely. And do you think two up front's a better option with Grigg?
I mean, with Grigg, yes. He seems too isolated up top, and obviously when he's on a one-on-one, obviously, personally, I think he's choking it. Like when he's on a one-on-one, so he's panicking on a one-on-one. And if he's got that extra support, if he doesn't like to shoot, he can just quick pass a goal.
Yeah.
But never play Grigg up top alone. Never.
Yeah, definitely. Who would you play up there with them?
I'd say give Graham a shot up top with him, or if it's not that, I'd say O'Brien.
Yeah. Graham, I know he hasn't done a lot, and I was slating him after the last game for missing clear chances. But yeah, I would like to see him have a decent run in the game if he was stuck with if he stuck with somebody like Grigg for a decent period of time. Who's been your favourite player this season so far? Like, not your favourite, but who's performed the best, would you say?
Definitely Wright at the back.
Billy Wright.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is excellent. The way he commands that box is fantastic.
Yeah. I feel like we could have gone up last season, or at least had playoff.
Yeah.
If he didn't get injured.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, actually, because he's that good a defender. And I've watched him in a few games, like actually screaming and shouting at Flanagan, telling him where to be and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that could have made a massive difference. What do you think of Grant Ledbetter? Because a lot of people were sort of, myself included, were sort of saying, yeah, he just needs a coaching role, but he's been in the last 3 games, is it now or so? And he's been really good, in my opinion.
Obviously, he has his moments where it's like bad, then good. But I think for Ledbetter, I think this should be his final season at the club, and have at least some enrollment at in backroom staff or something like that. Yeah. So he's still here. Yeah, but I think he's getting to the point now where he's getting too old. He's not as fast.
Yeah.
But definitely. I do think he should start at the club, just not as a player.
Yeah. I think this season, he's earned a chance to be, especially if we're playing the sort of 5 in midfield. He's got like 5 and 3 there, so he's got he can sort of just sit there and ping it around, can't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to run so much, but yeah. He's doing a good job. So what do you think? Give us your prediction for the next game, Swindon Town. At Swindon Town it is on Saturday the 17th. Oh, sorry, Siri's talking to us.
Even though Swindon are doing pretty good, I'm going to say 3-1.
You're going to see a 3-1. Yeah, I think they're in seventh, aren't they? We're in fourth. So yeah, they are doing all right.
Fourth or fifth for us, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I'd go with that. So we'll take your prediction for Crewe as well.
I think that's going to be a 2-0.
2-0 to Sunderland, and we'll go. Yeah. We might as well go for Portsmouth as well. All 3 games in 1 week. So
I'm going to go with a 3-0 win against them.
3-0 win. That would be fantastic. I'd take that straight away. Yeah. No, I like optimism. I like that. I don't like this. Oh well, we might scrape a 1-1 draw. That's what I like to hear. Right. So. Right, I've been asking people. I asked my brother was on the last one. I don't know if you've watched that. Have you seen that one? That episode?
I watched about half an hour of it. Then my phone died.
No worries. Well, the last question on that one is name somebody, a player or a manager, that you hate or seriously dislike. I'm going to do a little league table. At the moment, we've got one which Colin said. If you don't know who it is, I'll not say it, just in case that sort of sways you to go to that person. But yeah, is there anybody that you can think of, either any player, any manager out there that you think, oh God, I just can't stand them?
Is this like within the club or just in general?
Or anywhere, yeah, in any league, anything, basically, any footballer or football manager.
I think Joey Barton, if I'm honest. I think Joey Barton.
Yeah, that's a good option. That's exactly what I would.
He's just got the attitude on him.
He just tries desperately to rub us up the wrong way, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So we've got 2 people. We've had 2 shows. We've got 2 people who voted for Joey Barton. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Decent.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what it's like by the time we get through, see 10 or 11 of these shows. See, I'm sure Joey Barton's going to win. But yeah. Give us a little bit more information before you go, mate, about your YouTube channel, what you do on there, what you plan on doing in the future. Plug your Twitter. Tell us everything we need to know about Jordan.
Well, my YouTube is JordanBoy29. My Twitter is JordanNewcomb15.
Yep.
And for the future of my YouTube, it's at the minute with like COVID going on, it would usually be games. Mm-hmm. But I'm enjoying the whole football thing at the minute, so it's going to probably be more like predictions, and at least if we get to the matches, vlog for that.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be great to get back to the matches, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I bought my season ticket a lot, and I can't even go.
Have you still got your season ticket? Have you?
I just redeemed the home games.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough, mate. You're not going to get to them any time soon, I don't think so.
No.
But yeah, I'll put all your links down below to them. Also, if anybody does want to send their predictions, just get in touch with them on Twitter. You are looking for a few people to start sending little videos with predictions, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm getting the ones off Danny.
Mm-hmm.
He's keeping at it. You're keeping at it as well.
Yeah.
That's all I've got at the minute, but.
Yeah,
I'll get more.
Yeah, it does take a bit of time sometimes getting people involved. Yeah. But yeah, if anybody wants to send their predictions to Jordan, it just has to be a small little clip. Just get in touch with them on Twitter. But yeah, that's fantastic. We've done about half an hour. That's long enough for me, mate. So I appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
And I'll see you again soon on the next sort of fans react video, I think, unless there's something before then, which I don't think there is. So we'll probably get one off you. Yeah, we'll get one off you after the Swindon Town game, mate. Okay.
Yep, no problem.
Well, thanks a lot, mate. Thanks a lot, everybody, again for watching.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. If anybody, like I say, go over, check them links, check him out. That would be fantastic. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. You guys take care, and for now, we'll see you later.